I can't play Hypixel Skyblock for 3 reasons. Firstly, my Windows account is banned from opening the Minecraft launcher because I activated Windows. Secondly, after I re-deactivated Windows, I logged in, said hi, and after 0.2 seconds, someone said my videos are hot garbo. Thirdly, I kinda suck. This man has 10 billion coins on him. I kinda suck. I'm so far behind, I can't play. For these reasons, I'm going to take down Hypixel. I officially declare war. But I can't beat 43,000 people by myself, so I'm going to recruit people from the second largest Minecraft server to help me. The server symbol already represents my result in the war. The game starts by asking our identity. How progressive. I identify as a ball of pure rage and anger. I am the culmination of my comment section, so I picked the warrior class with the archetype overwhelming brute force. I will one-shot Hypixel. I have to walk to the main city, but not before I murder a chicken. Sorry, a grook. Minecraft doesn't have the graphics to represent what a grook is, so they used a chicken instead. I went forward and even the NPCs were talking about my war with Hypixel. I'm in the open world, where there are cows that make up vegan meat, because the cows are vegan, so therefore their meat is too. I went into a treasure cave, did parkour, and knocked down stone to make the final jump. Then Tassum jumped ahead of me and took my loot. He did not make it out of the cave alive, but I feel bad for killing Tassum. I admit it, I sinned. Kill me. Before we get to recruiting an army to sever Jerry's legs, we need to get to the part of the game I like to call gambling. Come on, give me the gold, give me the gold, give me the gold, plus 2 health. I traded my kidney for this. Well, it was Tassum's kidney, but I took ownership of it. Oh damn, they got books here? They have my favorite book, Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the War on Hypixel. On the way to the city, the bridge is broken. They want me to push over the tree to create a bridge, but I have a better idea. I'm going to jump and fly from this mountain to the other side. I've always wanted to fly. The landing part I've spent less time thinking about. Nothing could stop me, except for an invisible wall. I'm pretty sure I'm not bad enough at Minecraft to be failing this jump. So I went across the tree. I made it into a cave of monsters. Someone was horribly wounded.
Please tell my wife that...
Better put him out of his misery. I better test if the TNT works. I'm back. God wouldn't let me die before I get first place in a Bloons boss event. I also killed my first enemy. So now there's 10 enemies. The game tells me to run away, but I unlocked an ability. I'm confident I can kill them all. Oh, they're invincible because it's a tutorial. I have to run. I can't escape. No! I actually died and lost 2 soul points. Surprised I have any soul left after promoting raid. I tried again and a zombie spawned in my path and knocked me back. How am I so bad at every tutorial? My 3rd attempt was successful. I made it to the guards. They told me I should talk to the king, and I could do that. Or I could kill Grooks. After not figuring out how to cut a tree down, I figured I should talk to the king. In the castle, there is a shrine to Bob, the most powerful person in this entire world. That's the first thing I've said in this video that's actually true. I talked to the king to lobby him to fight against Hypixel. Turns out he's an NPC in a video game. He can't help me. Instead, I'll have to get the attention of the actual developers of Wynncraft. To do that, I'm going to surpass Bob, become the most famous and powerful player in that game. The first thing I learned about Bob is he was rich. Why grind XP when you can buy XP bottles? So I went to a farmer to try to acquire his farm. I'm gonna own every asset in the world. The farmer's father just died, so he buried him in the farm to use him as fertilizer, just like it said in his will. But his body was corrupted, and now I have to fight it. Or more accurately, I have to run away from it. Poison the water supply, then use the sprinklers to make him explode. As a reward, I get ownership of the farm, that now has all its soil soaked in poison. I'll sell it on Craigslist. Then I met someone who wanted a mushroom that has energizing properties. I think I've heard of those. If I get it, he'll give me a reward. The mushroom is in this cave. I've unlocked an ability that shoots 2 explosions. The energy for this attack comes from these 2 comments. I fought through skeletons and mushrooms while breathing hallucinogenic fumes. My mind traveled forward in time. I could see Three's day. It was beautiful. There it is, the energized mushroom. I killed it, took it, saved a bit for myself, and gave it to Threat. He rewarded me with a ring that I have to gamble to know what it actually is. You know what? I've lived too long with this gambling addiction. It's time I end it forever. But I don't get a break. I woke up in hell and being chased by demons. Maybe if I kill the Santa egg, it's too tanky. I'd like to leave, please. Wait, what if I just escape, disconnect, reconnect? I'm back in the city and lost nothing. Yeah, I've beat Chimps mode. I'm a real gamer. I even bought an axe and figured out how to chop down trees. I farmed wheat in my poisoned farm because I want to make a cake to celebrate my survival. I need 3 eggs and some milk. So I jumped the security fence of a paddock and started killing chickens. And I actually mean chickens this time, proving Grooks are different creatures and definitely real. It took me 15 minutes to get 3 eggs and some milk. I don't want to talk about it. Instead, I can read my favorite book, Narnia, The Lizard, the Wizard, and the Wheelbarrow. I made it back to the town and talked to the local chef. He took my ingredients, baked the cake, and ate it all himself in 1 bite. Gave me a waist apron in return. Your face is about to be misshapen gaping when I waste you with my fist. But none of that matters, because I just unlocked the greatest thing in the game. I'm only level 5, so maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I'm confident. I unlocked the ability to fly forward. Faster travel speeds is the best part in every game. It costs mana, but I can propel myself forward. I've always dreamt of flying. Full damage is something I haven't considered much though. Or maybe the best part of the game is in-game microtransactions. Thank you for your purchase. Don't worry, it was a free purchase. You can get a free chicken pet. Personally, I would have preferred a Grook, but that costs $20. He can kill the enemies for me. Chicken, use horn drill. I will name you Bob. It's Bob backwards. I went on a walk through the night. There's a blockage in the sewer and I have to unclog it with explosives. And the first thing that happens is I fight corrupted sewage. I'm being attacked by literal doo-doo. This is why I play video games. To have experiences that I just can't in real life. Or maybe this is completely realistic for a plumber. Sorry, I mean a Chris Pratt. They even put invisible walls in here to stop me having fun. As if I would ever fail this easy parkour. I exploded the clog and then swam through raw sewage to get out. Now I can enter the actual sewer dungeon, a true test of skill. Hundreds of enemies with special skills, and in there I proved I don't have any skill. So I flew back into the city, looking for a way to become great so I can finally impress the admins. I got a new spear with a Bluetooth speaker and followed the North Star. Legend says it leads to Narnia, the land of the Brian, the glitch, and the bathrobe. But the legends are a f***ing liar. It led to a crashed boat. Wait, the boat has treasure inside it. To get the treasure, I need some scuba gear. Apparently there's a fisherman on the other side of this cave with the gear, but he only talks to those pure of heart. He did not make it out of the cave alive. Yeah, I think I'm pure. Inside the caves were zombies and fishing pools. I can fish for meat or oil. My capitalistic tendencies locked in. I made plans of drilling stations. Unpaid labor. I'm going to sell oil to everyone and become rich. Are you ready for the plunging attack? I learned that one in my favorite book, Narnia, The Lotion, the Motion, and the Ocean. I exited the cave to find a giant ship. I think I'm gonna fly onto it. Swimming is for losers. It worked. If there was no full damage in real life, I'd do backflips off buildings all the time and never land it. But I couldn't find the sailor with the scuba gear. There was no one on the boat. I looked everywhere. There was nothing except my favorite book, Narnia. The knife, the face, and the I went back into the cave, couldn't find him. Went online, couldn't find him. Went back to the ship and swam like a loser, and then I found him. Oh, I get why I didn't see him before. He's 5'11". To trade his scuba gear, he wants fish meat instead of oil for some reason. Apparently he wants to eat. I'm fishing, but I have to leave for 5 minutes. I'm sure I'll be safe in this corner. In the arms of the angels, fly away from here. I came back to a zombie punching me in a different town. I'm really getting hang of the ability though. I can actually fly now. I went back to the cave, killed the fish, and traded them plus a booster seat for the sailor for the scuba gear. Now I can face the depths and take home treasure. You know, sharks like eating fish, not humans. Except humans evolved from fish. As soon as the sharks evolved, we're next. I stabbed the treasure until it exploded with gold. And then I discovered perhaps the greatest conspiracy of our time. In this sunken ship that no one has been to, there is a map of the sunken ship. Someone knew this ship was going to crash before it did. It was an inside job! And the treasure was the friends I made along the way. I left the shipwreck to attempt the sewer again. A solo challenge, more difficult than beating BTD6 chimps with only mortars. Wait, why is there a Yeti on my screen? Okay, other people can join the dungeon run, that's fine, I'll do my part. We need to kill enemies, collect their tokens, and unlock the door. Then I'll make my chicken fight his Yeti. Winner gets my favorite book, Narnia, the sequel, The People Are Unequal. We open the first gate and he swam, slightly faster than me. Alone again, naturally. Followed by the most intense parkour in the universe. I trained in Roblox for this. I killed more skeletons, pressed pressure plates to block arrows, and I found my Yeti guide once again. It's time for the final boss fight. Am I truly ready? I must make Bob proud. Impress the admins, take over Hypixel. The Witherhead. Oh, he instantly killed it. What am I doing fighting monsters anyway? I'm supposed to be getting rich. So I went off to the next city over. I heard there was an auction house, and no one's done a Nullsy yet. I'm going to go from a dirt block to, well, I don't know what the equivalent of a Hyperion is in the server yet. Here it is, the trade market, also known as the auction house. That was an old reference to myself, but I don't think anyone who used to watch me still does. All my old viewers left when I uploaded this, and when I opened the auction house, items were everywhere. I couldn't tell what was going on. I could buy horses, bows that give you depression. There's a search menu, but it's not by name. You can't type, only search by category. I can look at items that never drop. That store has a small selection. I can't handle this. So I went to the mushroom man. He demanded I drink his mushroom soup. I did it without question and started to feel dizzy. My favorite book is Narnia. The lion ate the witch and hid her body in a wardrobe. I snapped back to reality to find myself in a snowy land. Is it Christmas? I've woken up where I belong, back in Hypixel Skyblock.